What's up, y'all? It has been quite a while. What's up? Yeah, it's been so long, like over what, 2 months or so, right? Yeah, it's been a while, but just want just want you to let you guys know. Just wanted to let you guys, yeah, wanted to let you guys know that I'm still stacking Sats, still buying Bitcoin, and it's even a greater time to buy Bitcoin just because the price is lower and lower. It's around 59K right now, pretty much hovering 60K at this current moment. Still has that that monthly um, cup and handle forming. So that's the pattern still stays. So long as we stay like above 50K, I think that pattern still stays intact. I mean, it might not be a perfect cup and handle, but regardless, as long as it stays above 50K, preferably, obviously, the lower it goes, the more unlikely that a bull market's intact. But obviously, bull market still is intact because we had a freaking recent high, from early 2023 or late 2023. When Bitcoin was in like the 20,000s, the 30,000s, and even lower. To like 18,000. But yeah, now Bitcoin is, it reached all-time highs. It even broke all-time highs, and now we're pretty much in a consolidation period. Really boring price action, really boring, you know, movement. The bulls aren't really in control. The bears aren't really in control. It's just pretty much accumulation, choppiness, not too much going on. But the good thing about this area, this is the time where you can continue to stack as much Bitcoin as possible. You can continue to, accumulate your position. Um, the best time to do it is in these sideways action, this sideways price action, because you're able to, be patient with it, and the longer this continues, typically the bigger the move. So as as long as these consolidation periods, this choppiness continues, the bigger the move that will happen once it breaks out. And so I do believe that it will break out to the upside more than down to the downside. Now, if it does go below 49K again, if it taps that, then we probably will head into the lower, you know, uh, 40,000s or even lower. I don't really see that happening, but if it does happen, I will continue to stack Satoshis. But from a price action standpoint, I don't think that cup and handle will be valid if that happens. If it closes below like 49K, I don't think that cup and handle will be valid. However, as a long-term investor or a long-term saver, or a long-term user in this technology, currently and for times to come, I'll be using Bitcoin for many years, for many decades in the future, just because it's a perfect form of money. I mean, nothing's perfect in this world, but as perfect as it can get, Bitcoin is perfect money, because it's a hard asset. It has a high stock to flow model, and it has limited supply. No more than 21 million can be ever mined or ever in circulation. So that's the grand scheme of Bitcoin. That's the grand theme, that this thing is scarce. It's a desirable asset that not everyone will be able to hold it. Always, there will be buyers and sellers. So regardless, there will be buyers and sellers, but as time goes on, it's going to be harder and harder to accumulate at least enough Satoshis or enough Bitcoin. It's going to be harder and harder because the Bitcoin price, in relation to US dollars or in relation to any other currency, fiat currency, is going to be valued much higher. So in the next, especially the next 10 years, you're not going to see 60K. You're not going to see that. You're going to see, we'll be saying the bear market is 100K. We'll be saying the bear market is 150K. Like that would be scary. The price will be going to like 300K, 250K, and then it'll have a major pullback to 100K, and we're like, oh man, everyone's like freaking out. because it's such a major pullback. But, look in hindsight, this is, that would be great for long-term investors. So continue to stack, especially if you're in an American minority. Oh, she hit her head. If you're an American minority, where the system was already placed against you, obviously for African Americans, we come from slavery, so we will already have this history, pulled back, and many other cultures and many other races, dealt with many difficult times. The Jews with the Holocaust, and Asians with their, they have many different geopolitical problems, racism. So many races and many cultures suffer, through either war, through race, through slavery, through concentration camps, through poverty, many different forms. So not everyone is not one particular background or culture or group or race is suffering alone. Everyone suffers, especially here when we think about the reality that we live in the physical plane, that everyone suffers, and happiness it's only fleeting, and it's only going to be, happiness is temporary, suffering is temporary. So that's the domain that we live in this, as the saints and mystics call this region of physical plane, pinned. And we have to rise above this physical plane and start to take in more more consciousness. We have to unfold more consciousness, and to do that, we have to go within ourselves. But first, we have to worry about money, right? Money is important, and if you want to think about money, if you want to use money and use currencies, I would say, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the best asset, the best currency that you can use. The hardest. You can send money to anyone around the world in a fraction of a cost and a fraction of the time. You don't have to wait 3 business days or longer, especially international payments. You can send through Lightning, Bitcoin Lightning. I can send $1,000 to someone over the Lightning network. You okay, baby? I can send $1,000 to someone over the Lightning network for less than 50 cents. And I believe that's great. That's a great monetary tool. That's a great technology that you can use, and it's pretty much bless you. It's pseudo anonymous, so no one knows that I'm sending that in particular. You can track it, obviously. All people can look on the ledger and say, oh, someone sent $1,000 just to this address. They don't know if I'm sending it to my own address. They don't know if I'm sending it as a business transaction, buying a product or service, So that's the good part about it. And it's good that it's that way. It's good that it's, that you could track, that you can track, but it's also good that, that it's, pretty much anonymous. So I think that's great technology moving forward, but not only, for monetary policies and monetary, transactions, but also for, many things to come with using this technology, which is blockchain technology. And Bitcoin is on the blockchain, the Bitcoin blockchain. So continue to stack Satoshis, continue to build and accumulate your position, because you won't want to miss a huge bull run that's going to be coming in the next few months, definitely the next few years. So stay tuned and continue to stack your Satoshis. Peace.